When I first boarded that flight to the United States, all I could hear from my friends and my family was congratulations. Everyone around me was celebrating, cheering, smiling, and wishing me all the luck for my future success. But deep down, nobody truly prepared me for what was coming. Nobody told me about the overwhelming loneliness, the cultural shock, the silent pressure of surviving in a completely different world. The reality is, your first semester in the US, it changes you in ways you can never imagine. In this video, I don't want to give you a checklist or a motivational speech. I want to share the real raw truth about what it feels like to survive your first few months in the United States. The mistakes I made, the lessons I painfully learned, and the little victories that kept me moving forward. Because if you are about to start your journey or you are already in the middle of it, you deserve to know you are not alone. The moment I landed at the airport, excitement quickly turned into confusion. I was tired, I was jet lagged, and trying to figure out where to go. Everything felt new but heavy. The signs looked familiar but were very straight. The accent, even though I had watched hundreds of Hollywood movies, sounded so different in real world. Even simple tasks like finding an Uber or answering immigration questions felt overwhelming. And then, when I finally reached my apartment, this tiny, cold, unfurnished space, that's when it hit me. For the first time in my life, I realized that I was completely on my own. I was never away from my parents, and in my home country, I was totally reliant on them. No warm welcome, no parents asking if I had eaten or not, no one helping me figuring things out. That silence, that pure loneliness is something I can never forget. Culture shock isn't just about eating burgers instead of your favorite Indian food like biryanis. It's about realizing that life here moves differently. Nobody stops to chat on the street. You hold the door for someone and they say thank you without even making an eye contact. You greet your professors by their first names. And it feels wrong because where I come from, that's disrespectful. Because in my home country, we call professor, sir, madam, ma'am, like that. In the start, you will shop alone, you will eat alone, you need to figure out everything alone. There's no one to explain unspoken rules. No one tells you that tipping is expected at restaurants, even for a little coffee. No one explains how quiet library here really are, like whispering only kind of quiet. Every day for the first few weeks, you feel like a guest in someone else's country trying not to mess up. Back home, I used to think if you study hard before the exams, you will do great. But American universities don't work like that. Here, education isn't just about memorizing chapters the night before. It's about showing up every week, submitting assignments on time, being part of discussion in class, building projects that require teamwork. Even when your teammates barely talk to you, one missing assignment, you lose 10% of your grade. Late submission by 5 minutes? Zero credit. And nobody cares if you had a family emergency or if you didn't know how to use the portal. It's your responsibility to figure it out. That realization crushed me in my first semester. But slowly, painfully, it built discipline. It forced me to grow up faster than I expected. Daily life. The part that no one tells you on Instagram hits you the hardest. At home, you might have had help. Someone cooked for you. Someone cleaned up after you. Here, you wake up tired, still having to cook your breakfast, pack your lunch, go to classes, clean the kitchen, and figure out what groceries to buy. All while trying not to spend too much money. Simple things like laundry confused me for the first time. I didn't know there were different types of detergents, or also if you mix colors in the wrong loads, your white shirt becomes of different colors. Meal prepping becomes survival. Cooking one big batch on Sunday so you don't spend $12 on a sandwich every day. shopping at Walmart, buying things only on sale, checking every dollar that I have to spend. It sounds small, but it mentally drains you. Because no matter how tired you are, there's nobody to help you with the dishes at night. And then comes the part nobody tells you online, the mental health struggles. There are days you feel invisible. There are days you sit in your room and wonder if you made the right decision. There are nights you stare at the ceiling thinking about your family back home, eating dinner together without you. You miss festivals, you miss inside jokes, you miss being understood without explaining yourself. And sometimes the loneliness makes you want to give up. But the lesson I learned, and it saved me, is this: you can't survive here alone. You need your tribe. Find that one friend, that one person who will split groceries with you, cook with you, laugh with you after having a terrible midterm. Because no matter how independent you become, you will always need someone who just gets it. If I could sit down with my past self, that scared, excited student with two heavy suitcases and a head full of dreams, here's what I would tell her. Start networking from your first week. Talk to seniors, attend workshops, build those LinkedIn connections early. Learn basic survival cooking before you land. It's not about becoming a great chef and a cook, it's about being able to feed yourself without breaking your budget. And save aggressively. Even if it's $10 a week, trust me, unexpected expenses will hit you hard. Whether it's an injury or anything, get comfortable with rejection. You will get rejected for jobs, internships, friendship, and it's okay. Don't lose your culture, but adapt to theirs too. You're not betraying your roots by learning new ways to live. And most importantly, give yourself permission to struggle. Give yourself grace. Your first semester in the USA will challenge every part of you. It will break your comfort zones, it will test your resilience, it will sometimes make you want to pack your bags and fly home. But if you stay, if you push through, you will find a version of yourself that you never knew existed. Stronger, smarter, more compassionate, more capable. This journey won't just change your address, it will change your soul as well. This is Chandu's world where we don't just chase dreams. We survive, we grow, we thrive. Tell me below if you're preparing for your semester or if you're already living through it. I would love to hear your story.